Well, howdy, Sagittarius. This is going to be a self-love reading. These are general messages. Don't resonate with this week. Come back next week. Maybe I can help you then. These are self-love messages designed for spirit to showcase areas where we might not be giving ourselves 110%. Yeah. Or where we're not being authentic enough with ourselves. Part of self-love is self-acceptance, and it's hard to accept parts of ourselves that we're not willing to acknowledge. I do a 6-card spread with the 7th card being spirit message. I'm going to give it a good shuffle. And then, Sag, we are going to jump right in. In this first position, it's how you feel or where you are. In the second position, is something that Spirit wants you to prioritize. In the third position, it's something that Spirit wants you to deal with now. Fourth position is something that Spirit wants you to acknowledge. Fifth position is something that Spirit wants you to let go of. Sixth position is something that Spirit wants you to acknowledge in your environment. This might be something you didn't notice or just didn't notice was for you. And like I said, the 7th card is Spirit Message. Sagittarius, right now it seems like this is amazing. You are in the Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles is the closest to the Empress that we have in the tarot deck. Traditionally, she's seen on her throne with a really thick, luscious kind of forest growing behind her. But here we see that she's all alone in the desert. And to me, this symbolizes the need for self-nurturing. You need to be nurturing you instead of your environment. And what to prioritize, the universe says strength. 9 of Wands. This guy here, he looks like he is ready for a fight. He looks like he has a lot of support behind him. He doesn't look like he's defending himself against all these moons. He looks like those moons have his back. Maybe what right now you need to focus on or prioritize is the, you're in this self-nurturing energy, which is spot on. I love it. But what universe is saying is like, there's also people around you who have your back. You should acknowledge them. Prioritize those relationships. Very important. Humans need other human people so badly, that they will die without other people. Babies could literally physically die without physical touch. They could just die because we need other people so badly. So universe is saying you have people at your back. That's lucky. Prioritize them. Make it feel special. What the universe wants you to deal with right now is valor. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands here. And the 7 of Wands, to me, indicates bravery. You know, standing up for yourself. But it also could represent some kind of guardedness. So either right now you are standing up for yourself in like a positive way, or I'm sorry, you do need to stand up for yourself in like a positive way, or you need to be kind of careful about how you're standing up for yourself. Are you standing up for yourself to defend yourself, or are you standing up for yourself as a way of guarding yourself? Yes, sounds similar, kind of different. If someone is attacking you, you're defending yourself. If someone is interested in you and showing you interest, you're guarding yourself. Right? I do that. I'm just like, oh God, what? No. And what the universe wants you to acknowledge to be more authentic with yourself, death and rebirth. Amazing, Sagittarius. You're coming through something. You're coming out the other side of something. Whatever it is you're coming through, you did learn the lesson. So I believe that now, this is your like reward time. You learned the lesson, and so you were coming into this Queen of Pentacles energy. You were learning to be self-nurturing. It's that hard. What universe wants you to let go of is the idea of material success. I'm not really sure what you're going through right now, Sagittarius, but whatever it is, it's not going to bring you the coin, okay? This is the success card, but this is my only material success in my whole deck. So universe is saying, whatever it is that hope maybe you might be, I'm sorry, my hand hurts. Maybe you might be hoping it's going to bring you some sort of material success or material stability, but it's not. Oh, but the universe is saying that there is a lot of love in your environment. We have the 7 of Cups. Now, traditionally the 7 of Cups looks like choices, but here it's quite clear they've made their choices. And the word we have is debauchery. So there could be some sense of love or like sense of desire in your environment. I get that sense of desire because their bodies are like real entangled, right? And universe is saying, Sagittarius, that you are actually the emperor, okay? I'm going to clarify this because the Emperor can be like the highest form of masculine in the deck, right? He could be a dad. He could be somebody you can depend on. He's a leader, not a boss. He is somebody, you know, who can get the job done, who has created his own kingdom, who can be protective, who can be supportive. But at the same time, he can also kind of be that person who's like, my way or the highway. I said what I said. If you don't like it, leave. You know, he's an Aries. Okay, so what I see so far is that you have come through something. You've come out the other side, a lesson, and now you're getting into this reward where you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You were learning to be supportive of yourself, which is great, but also universe is encouraging you to acknowledge those who have helped you along the way. You have strength, which is the people and support at your back. Right now, what Spirit wants you to focus on is standing up for yourself, but not being defensive or not being guarded, okay? Be careful. Because there is desire in the situation and you do have control, but I think that whatever you're going through right now, maybe in some way you kind of believe that it will bring you material support or success, and the universe is saying that that's not really the case. So I don't know what that's about, but let's go ahead and get into it. Libra, I'm clarifying. So for the Queen of Pentacles, we have unlimited possibilities. That's so beautiful and true. Okay, look, she has nothing in her environment, right? It's just empty. It's just her. But if she goes inside and if she nurtures herself, she can turn it into anything she wants, right? Because we talked about traditionally, she has like the entire forest behind her. You coming out of this, whatever you went through, you have unlimited possibilities ahead of you now, Libra. Sorry, I keep doing that. Sagittarius, you've come through some kind of thing, and now the universe is saying you have all these opportunities. The world is your oyster, baby. And a new beginning. Look, that could be one of your possibilities. A brand new beginning. Anything that you want. I personally believe that as we get closer to our purpose, the more we are willing to acknowledge ourselves and move towards who we truly feel we should be, the more rewards we will get from the universe. So if you went through a period where maybe somebody didn't appreciate you, or you grew up thinking that, you know, you wouldn't be able to get support from people around you, now you're learning that you can get support from inside of you. And this can lead to like literally anything. You can do anything if you believe in yourself. I totally believe that. Sorry. So the universe is saying right now, they want you to prioritize your strength, which I believe is those who have helped you along the way and those who have stood at your back. Who has your back? Who's supporting you? Maybe not financially or materially, but like who's been there for you? Joy. Yeah, because if we look at those relationships, we will find our joy. We will find the love that we want, you know. Let's say you have like a really, really good friend. One of my very best friends, I always put our relationship as like the example of what I want a friendship to be. We don't put each other down. Yeah, sometimes we have arguments. We both have character flaws. We're both Pisces, so it's like we can jive super well, but then we can also rub each other like the wrong way. And so we argue sometimes. We have discussions like between the two of us that, you know, can get heated. There are topics that we don't discuss. And that's kind of like it. For the most part, we are very respectful towards each other. The words that we put into each other, we always try to be encouraging, uplifting, building. And, I'm sorry. Sorry. When I meet other people in my environment, that's honest to goodness who I judge them against. Like, is this person going to be somebody who can be a best friend to me, right? And so I see here that you have a lot of friends at your back. Use those people to help you be discerning in the future, right? They should be the kinds of people that you want around you, not people who don't support you. So I think in the past, what you did come through was, you know, being really unsupported. I do. And that's going to bring a lot of joy. Acknowledging the fact that there are people around you who do support you. It's going to bring, you know, how can you not feel joy about that? It might be a struggle though, okay? if you did come from a period where maybe you know, didn't feel like you had a lot of support, it could be that maybe you just weren't acknowledging that support, or that now support has come into your environment and the universe is saying it might be a struggle to see it, and that's why they want you to prioritize knowing it's there. Sagittarius, you got that? The universe said that something you need to deal with now is this standing up for yourself, okay? I think this is just you not going back on, you know, not nurturing yourself. Discernment, exactly. Okay, sorry. My sniffles is making it hard for me to focus. So, I see the strength, and we said the strength is like those who have backed you, right? And I said, I always judge others against my best friend. If somebody's coming into my life, I want to know that our relationship is going to be successful like the other one that I have. And so I gravitate towards people who I know, or who have a lot in common with people I know that I already get along with. Discernment. This is you know, defending yourself. But you need to make sure that you're using discernment so that you're defending yourself and not guarding yourself. If you've been through a time where you didn't have a lot of support, and now you're coming into a time where you are going to find support because that's your reward, it could be that you just, you know, you see it and you're like, oh, this is like last time. The universe is saying practice your discernment. If you didn't have support in the past, what did that look like? What did that feel like? Don't move towards things like that. If you have found support in the past, or you know what you want, move towards things like that. Practice your discernment. Yeah, that's an inner journey though. That literally is you going inside and deciding what's right for yourself, Sag, okay? Universe is saying you went through this death and this rebirth, okay? They want you to put an end to this non-self-nurturing energy, okay? Let's not go back to that. Let's just say for the rest of our lives, Sagittarius is going to be the one who hypes Sag. No matter who else is around, no matter who else is clapping for you, clap for yourself, okay? I don't feel bad about this. People tell me all the time, like, oh, you know, you're so humble. And I'm like, yeah, well, I got all the other good traits. What did I need humility for? I don't. I grew up in a completely unsupportive environment. The things that I liked about myself were the things that other people put down about me. Not supportive. So I learned to hide myself. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, I'm well educated. Yeah, I'm cute. Have you seen me? Jesus. But like, I don't need to tell people those things. I can tell myself those things. And in that way, I'm using my own discernment, right? Because people don't like when you're just up in their face about how awesome you are. People can see that for themselves. I don't need to tell you. I'm really funny. I don't need to tell you that because you're going to figure it out really quickly. And so universe is saying, stop being the kind of person who doesn't like talk yourself up. Be more like me. Talk yourself up for days. Only people who are already hating on you are going to find that to be like pretentious. People who love you, they're going to go, yeah, you are. Hells yeah. When I talk about myself, like if I'm in front of my niece or something, and I'm like, wow, I'm just not really feeling it today. And she's like, girl, you're so pretty. And then days when I'm really feeling it, I'm like, ooh, I'm looking real good today. Look at my booty. And she's like, hells yeah, look at that booty. Right? People who love you, they're going to support you regardless. People who don't love you, they're going to put you down anyway. So you might as well just stand up for yourself. Ancient wisdom, right? Okay. So this is my spiel about trees. It doesn't matter where you plant an elm tree. I could plant it in my backyard and it could grow straight. I could plant it in the desert and it could grow like, you know, not enough water and so like it shrivels, maybe it dies. I could put it on a cliff somewhere where the wind blows on it so hard that it actually bends and leaves only grow on one half of it. But the point of the matter is that it will still be an elm tree no matter where I set it. If you continue to put yourself in an environment where no one supports you, you're still yourself. You're just miserable. But if you move yourself into an environment where you support yourself, then it doesn't matter who supports you. And you can be abundant. It doesn't matter. As long as you have yourself, you will be yourself. Whatever choices you choose, you're always going to be yourself. So choose ones that align with, you know, where you want to end up. I'm sorry. Universe says you have to let go of the idea that there will be success. Whatever situation this is, if you think that maybe, I'm so sorry, Sag, if you think you can get yourself through this without supporting yourself, without this self-nurturing, if you think that you can continue on in this way and be successful, I feel like Spirit is telling you, you have another thing coming. That's not going to work. Divine timing. Yeah, there's clarity coming to you. I do believe that. Yep, it's all good. We don't really have a choice. Well, there you go. Reading's over. You know, universe is going to provide for you in some kind of way. And I think that this is your reward. But it's also a lesson at the same time. Because you have already come through what you had to come through. You're on the other side of that now. This is literally your reward. But it's also going to be a lesson. Because right now I'm seeing someone who doesn't do these things. And yes, it's coming to you as your reward. You were in a position where you weren't supported, and now the universe is saying you are going to be supported. But guess what? You're going to have to learn to be supported, and you're going to have to learn to support yourself. Oh, balls, right? It's always like that, though, isn't it? You go from lesson to reward to lesson to reward. Hopefully, because hopefully you don't go from lesson to lesson to lesson to lesson to lesson, because you didn't get it, right? The universe says that in this... Okay, I like this. In the environment, you have debauchery, which I said was like the 10 of Cups, right? The 7 of Cups. Desire. You have some kind of desire in this situation. And I see here the reunion of souls. Now, this to me is not a soulmate energy. This is you giving back to yourself. So, this is always my spiel. We grew up in environments where we learn that we have to give and give and give in order to survive, or that we have to shut ourselves off from other people and not receive, right? And so this is you learning to open yourself up to yourself. I don't know if it makes sense. So we learned, to give away or to shut ourselves off. And in that way, we lost part of ourself. But because that was your last lesson, and now you're moving on to your reward, those parts of yourself are coming back. A1 sauce, let me tell you. Because you are the Emperor. The universe is saying this is part of your integration. Yes, okay. So you know who the Emperor is? Literally, the Emperor is somebody who can take care of themselves, who can take care of everybody and themselves. He didn't create a kingdom for other people. He created a kingdom for himself. He lets other people live there. Slow but steady, okay? I guarantee that he did not become emperor in a day. It probably took him a minute to build up his kingdom. That is what I have for you, Sag. I'm just going to give you a really quick recap. So what I see here is that you have passed some kind of universal lesson and you're coming into a reward season. You are learning about self-nurturing, but also to appreciate those who are around you and who have your back. If you don't know those people yet, practice discernment. Figure out what it is that you would like or what works for you and incorporate more people like that. Make sure that you aren't guarding yourself against incoming rewards. You might have gone from a period where you didn't have a lot of support to this incoming period where you're going to have a ton. And you just have to be open and ready for that. Because you are someone who can take care of yourself and other people, Sagittarius. I really hope that helped. I have absolutely positively no idea what's going on in these cards. If you want to let me know, or if you want to talk about some things, or if you want me to do one of these for you, my email address and my Instagram are in the box below. I don't really use my Instagram for anything, but I'm always on it. So if you want to message me, I will respond. Thanks, Sag. Have a good one.